So in recent times, in the last few centuries, I've switched to a new method of sketching my bodies. And I'm going to be drawing a base, so for that, I'm gonna show you how I have an idea of sketching it out, I suppose. Let's start with a head, which should be a circle. I also have the mirror tool on because this is a base, and I plan on putting designs on it just for funsies. Just for funsies. So, I have like a round, very round head. This is a round head. This is a head if it were round. Someone just made a noise behind me. Let's add a neck. I'll make it skinnier. Skinny neck for a moe effect. Now I don't have a certain method of determining like the proportions when it comes to the neck. So go ham. Anyway, my cat is going bonkers behind me. I'm sorry if I get distracted, but I'm gonna start with the torso. And I usually I'm redrawing it. I try to make it take kind of the shape of the rib cage. For the upper part of the torso, at least. So it's got a whole rib cage shape, because there's a rib cage there. And with the waist, I separate it between these just two dividers from the rib cage area. I should make it longer. These two areas. So it'll just be two sections underneath the rib cage to connect it to the pelvis. So let's just add a pelvis so this person can, like, I don't know, use legs? Okay. And after I add that, I guess sometimes it's just best to make adjustments. We have a very hourglass shape, maybe. Well, we all know I like drawing wide hips, so let's just keep it up. So I'm gonna start with the thighs. That's a little too far apart. That would hurt to pose like, so I'm gonna redo that. And I'm going to make the knees go more inward. So I guess I kind of treat the bodies like dolls. Because dolls are built... I hope my cats don't fight. Dolls are kind of built like bodies. And the bodies I draw. Because they're separated in these little shapes. They're separated in these funny body part shapes. And I'm riffing off of dolls with that. See, I even added a dent because we're connecting it. I'm gonna add like a ball here for the knee. I wonder how I should pose the arms, actually. I'm gonna zoom out. And so far, it looks like this is a bit long. I'm gonna shorten it. And I was like, oh, worried that it was gonna be too short. And it's not too short, it's too long. I'm gonna make it go up a little bit. And I'm going to add. So, I guess I will separate the thighs into two sections because I want to give it some sense of depth. Or I guess, yeah, depth. Some sense of 3D perception. So I end up doing the same thing for the bottom portion of the legs, except that has more of a drastic change in size, I guess. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's equal. But it does continue funneling smaller. Let's see. I think I need to make the bottom legs longer. So I'm going to make that edit because I feel the top and bottom should be about equal in length. At least I feel it looks best when I draw it like so. so I continue to do so. And I'm adding the feet. I'm adding feet. I'm going to add those dirty little trotters. I guess for those, I always change my mind on how I want to sketch it, but I do always separate it into like these two parts, and I end up giving it like a bar for the small toes and a circle for the big toe, because that's the most obnoxious part of the foot to draw. I'm going to change the hips to be more proportionate. So far we have a very, like, silly little toe-to-toe pose. And now I need to draw arms. I'm not gonna line this. I'm simply sketching it for this video. But I still don't know what I'm gonna do with the arms. So... I have two options. I can, like, do the palm. That's exactly what it looks like. I can do the... You see the palm? I can do the part where it's not the palm. Where, it's the back of the palm where you backhand someone and you slap them. Or I can do... I might do sideways because that seems flexible. So I'm gonna add a ball for the shoulder because there's a ball in the shoulder. Shoulder ball. It's a sport. I guess the arms would have the same application of sectioning because they're pretty thick parts of the body. And maybe this gives it a very puppet-esque pose look, I guess. I am figuring out how to position fingers individually. I guess that might work. That's a very grabby, like, hand pose. I guess I should erase some stray lines so I don't get confused later. Let's add a little line there. We'll know where everything's going. I don't like the hand like that. Let's just draw each finger. Like a spider with legs. This is only half the legs of a spider that I'm drawing. So, I guess we have to add those things. I might have to separate the arms a little more. Watch this. I'm gonna zoom out to 6%. 6%. I'm gonna hold down Control and the arrow right key. I'm gonna do it 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2. Now we're normal. We're normal. Let's do the ruler. Let's do the ruler again. I'm going to smooth this out so it's not, because this is obviously not like a very thin defined body type. I don't need very prominent shoulders yet. So we have it smoothed out. Maybe I should like stop being silly and make this smooth out because this is going to be a doll base. Anyway. I section everything out like so. I guess with the face it depends on how you want the features distributed. So, I guess usually what I advise, I should probably use the ruler right here. I guess this is right in the middle, huh? Eyes in the middle. If you want to do as I do, and I do what I like. So if you like it, I suggest formulating a math equation. Okay, so add eyebrows. Let's make... Hi, cat on desk. Eyebrows. Let's thin the head a little because I didn't place the eyes rel. So there's that. I guess nose. Lower you go, older face it's going to look, obviously. If I show it to you, I mean. Because that's like... That looks like a little baby child chibi. That looks like a docile anime girl. So I just like... Right in the middle, dude. Right in the middle. Ears? Ears, I would suggest between eyebrow and nose. Anyway, this person's bald. Let's zoom out. This is my base. I should probably extend the head a little more before I go on to line. And as I said, I will not line for the video, unfortunately. Because that is too much of a process, and I cannot voice that. Sorry. Anyway. I've elongated the head. Long. I guess I should smooth out the legs first, too, before I move on to lining. So, now we have some definition for the ankles. And you can kind of tell it's a body, yeah. Well, if it weren't mirrored, it might actually be a little easier. Yeehaw.